Alright, you see so many things I get here. This one is look like a landline telephone, no? So you can see all fill up with the sand, and you can see also there's some kind of iron, brake, motorbike brake, some wire, tap, water tap, also this what we call the flask. I think it's aluminium. Let me check with the magnet. Oh no, it's not aluminium. It's the top one is the aluminium, and this one is the steel. On the same time also I found the oil filter, some phone, smartphone, calculator, pen drive, and this one known as a power bank. Okay, this all this thing I found yesterday when I was doing, the sewer diving. Actually, I see so many YouTube videos. People been doing dumpster diving, and some people using metal detector to find, some kind of lost thing like the coins, jewelry, and so on. And also, I found some people doing magnet fishing, just like in the river or maybe in the sewer. But myself, I will go down into the sewer, and I found all these things yesterday. Okay, so the sewer is not far, just around. As you can see, just around that side. So a day before is a heavy rain. So when the heavy rain, the sewer water immediately will be clean. Then I just go down there and find all this thing. Actually, this all thing is known as a recycle. Recycle thing like this aluminium can, and this one is the aluminium, the antenna, TV antenna, and of course this one is a copper. Here you can find some brass. So I wonder how come some people throwing all this thing into the sewer. Actually, it's a good thing for me, because I can find this thing, then I can collect it, I can keep it, and I can later sell into the scrapyard. But the problem is, people like to throw, all this thing into the sewer. But for me it's a good news, because I can find all these things, that I can make some money from it. So I see so many videos, people doing dumpster diving and so on. So I never think about, myself can go into the sewer to find this thing. Actually, it's first started at I was walking on the sewer, just on the sewer. I was taking some water to put into my plant, into my crops. Then suddenly I found some kind of shiny thing, maybe some kind of aluminium things. Then I thought, why I can find this in this sewer? So I take a ladder, I go inside, then I found this thing, and from that moment, I'm interested to doing this sewer diving. Actually, I will show you the sewer later, but I cannot go into the sewer today, since the weather, it's kind of cloudy, and I'm worried maybe it will be rain, and if the rain, the sewer water current will be more faster, and it actually very dangerous if I go in, because sometimes the water level can go up to my head, and it's very dangerous to go in that kind of situation. But anyway, I just found this thing, and later I will do some scrapping out all these things. I need to clear this thing to find out the materials, the recycled materials. Just like for example, though, for this phone, you still can see the water. You see like the water is moving. Okay, like these phones we call the smartphone, or maybe the 90s, 90s 2000 phone. All these phones, what we say, got inside, inside is a gold plated. Okay, they will have some kind of gold inside, like you see this pin here. Okay, can you see the shiny thing? This contact pin where we will put the SIM. This is known as a gold coated pin. So I see so many videos in YouTube nowadays. People been doing, recovering gold from all this e-waste. This is known as a e-waste. Okay, from the computers, from the smartphone, from the gadgets which are insulated with the gold. They will find this, and then they will do the gold recovery. So of course, for myself, I cannot do this gold recovery because there is involving some kind of a chemical, and then this chemical will release some kind of poisonous gas, and if we inhale it, it's kind of not good for the health. So I'm not thinking want to go that far to find the gold for myself. Maybe I will scrap out all this thing, then I will sell some on, just say, on the YouTube. Maybe I do a video about the all this e-waste that I found. Maybe I put on YouTube, and then I will put one price. Maybe find other online selling portal to sell this thing, like a eBay or whatever. So I will make some money from it. So it will be easy for me if I have a, just say, the GoPro camera. Right now I'm using my PowerShot Canon, so it's kind of heavy. If I go inside the sewer to take the some of the video footage how I found all this thing, but it will take time. I need to grow my YouTube channel. Then when my channel already reached the targeted required by the YouTube, then the YouTube can give me some money. Then I can buy the GoPro camera. Then I can do this, all this dumpster diving, and I can show all this thing how I found this kind of recycle thing inside the sewer. Okay, now I want to show you the sewer. I'm just walking without my shoe because I feel my my leg pain since the weather is so cold. So I have my nerve problem, so I didn't put any shoe. I just walking barefoot and going through my this area where I'm doing my crops. I'm doing my planting everything. So I will show you the sewer, and of course the weather is very, very cold at the moment, because every September, started from September until November, the weather in my country, in Malaysia, will be a cold weather, because it will be the monsoon season, the raining season. So I just show you the sewer where I'm doing my sewer diving. Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is the sewer that I've been finding some scrap yesterday. Actually I can see some fish, some fish around here. Where is it? Where I can find the fish? I cannot find the fish. Okay. So you can see. So it's kind of clean today. Usually it has some kind of, the algae. Today is kind of clean. So it's a long way there until there. Okay, you can see all the thrush and rubbish. Some people, they don't have a common sense throwing all this rubbish. All the nasty rubbish, all the smelly one. Of course the water is also smelly. Yesterday the water is not so clean also. It's kind of, the color kind of black color. But today it's kind of okay. So I think nothing to find today. Maybe need some time to find scrap. Maybe 1 or 2 weeks later. Don't know if people keep on, throwing the trash, then I will find some. Okay, I will take this phone, then I will what we call smash it with my hammer. Since this phone also got some, the what we call as the screw, but the problem is the screw is already rust, so it's kind of it's kind of hard to open by using any screwdriver. So I will just smash it with the hammer. Wow, it's kind of tough. All this old phone is built to tough. Not like nowadays where the fake phones around a lot in the market and on not so good in quality, and just can use it just for a few months and then it's breakdown, it's spoiled, it's became damaged. Oh, it's kind of tough. Okay, this is the keypad side. And do not throw this way because you still can see some gold. Some gold pin here. So do not throw this plastic yet. Need to scrap out maybe 99%. Oh, it's kind of tough also. Okay, never mind, I don't want to hurt my fingers, so try to let me use a knife. All right. You see, all this shiny gold is plated, and of course you have this IC here, and inside also got some some gold, and you see this side got gold, and you can see all this line including the pin, the contact, even this one is known as camera, I think. All this one is gold, so this is known as a gold recovery. So once I clean up everything, then I will show you how much gold plated inside the handphone that I have from the sale I can find. Okay, this is the finished result of the cell phone that I scrap up all this gold. As you can see, a tiny contact pins, you know, a camera, and some of the material is coated with gold. And this side, of course, you know, the keypad coated with the gold, front and behind. And you know, all this IC I should remove too. If I have a heat gun, I can easily remove this IC and put separately. So must make sure I give the cleanest IC board I can find. From that, when we want to do the gold recovery, it will be much more easier. And they say there are some other, you know, the expensive material such as the palladium also inside here. So I don't know which one is the palladium, but some say it's like the, you know, the small type, this type I think, but it's very tiny and very small, and it's really need lot of time and, you know, lot of patience to scrape out all these things from this board. It's okay. I see when I have my time, when I'm not doing my farming and I'm not doing my cooking videos, then I will do this. Okay, this is the one, the another side of the, you know, the screen from the phone, the flip type, right? Samsung flip type. So okay, you can see all the shining thing here is the gold, and this side also is the gold, you know, all this is the gold. So only from this cell phone I got this much gold. Okay, and this one look like a copper, you know, copper plate. Don't know whether this one have a value or not, but okay, I still keeping it. And this is the, you know, the steel, the iron from the phone. It's not much, but it's still iron. So I still collect this one also. Still can make money from it. If I have a lot of it, I can make money. And this is the, you know, the plastic that already been scrapped. So I think most of this plastic actually have no value. You know, I cannot sell it because there's a category of plastic where the scrap metal will buy, and usually the mobile phone plastic, usually they don't buy. They will say this one is the hard plastic, the type, the hard type, you know, it's not very easy to break. Usually they buy the plastic that easily can break. So this will all go to trash. Okay, but it will be good if some companies or, you know, some scrap yard can buy this all. But until now I cannot find any, so I just throw it away. Okay, that's all my video regarding finding the sewer diving and finding the scrap, and mostly it's a cell phone. Because nowadays people been throwing out all this cell phone without know the value of it. So if anyone want to throw the cell phone, I just advise you better think twice, because it's a gold plated inside and it's really have a value. And if can, you go to YouTube, you search for the gold recovery, and you can see some of the videos, and you know the cell phone that we buy is much more have a higher value, because it's all is gold plated. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.